Hello, Cancer. My name's Jason. This is your mid-month tarot reading for the second half of April 2019. So, general reading could be about love, career, questions at the forefront of your mind. You'll know in the first couple of minutes if this is resonating for you. If it is, or even if it isn't, please go ahead and check out my readings for your moon and rising signs. I find they so often resonate much more strongly. But for now, Cancer, you go into this period with the Fool card. Fantastic. So it looks like you've adopted a go get 'em kind of attitude. You're not really too worried about consequences of things. You're willing to try new things. You're feeling very free. And this is it's a sense of freedom that you've been hoping for a while. Perhaps there are a couple more things to fall into place for you to really make the most of this sense of freedom. So perhaps you're waiting for some kind of a payout or some kind of a win or a contract to fall into place or something to be signed by someone else. And this is going to give you this total sense of freedom. But look, even without that, I'm feeling you're in such a good space right now, a feeling of owning yourself and your circumstances, and you've taken responsibility for who you are, what you're doing, where you're going, and it's been so liberating for you. So what a great start. Okay, your challenge for the period. Okay, there are some resources coming into you. It might be this payout we were talking about, and I'm thinking that you have a lot of options there, but perhaps you might be stretching it a little bit to put all your eggs in one basket, if you like, or you need to work out what issues or who gets what here. So if you're in charge of this abundance which has come in, or some kind of authority you have, it's going to be up to you to work out the best way forward, the best way to spend these monies. Should you save it? Should you spend it? Should you invest somehow? Or if you're spending it, well, there are some worthwhile projects you have on. I'm just thinking what kind of projects will these resources go to? So it's feeling very much like a money thing there. And it might be just a bit of a challenge, but look, it's not feeling too hard for you at all. I'm feeling, because you are feeling so abundant and so liberated now, it doesn't really matter that much where you put this. It's just like you've got some questions you need to answer about should you go the long term or the short term. I'm feeling you're going to go the long term, but not going to be too worried about things. Okay, in your hopes and fears position, you have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a card which brings the character and energy which brings you messages about something, and it could be messages of a new start, or messages of perhaps you're waiting for a job offer, or you're waiting for, again, this go ahead that you can get so you can really charge ahead forward, just like this knight here. He's enthusiastic, he's dressed up, he's feeling quite abundant, and he's got this strong, fast-looking horse, and he wants to move somewhere. So it looks like that's what you're waiting for. It's really feeling like, again, something, you're just waiting for something to click, and then everything's going to be all systems go for you, and you're feeling really good about it. In your best attitude position, again, you have this is a card of independence, really. This is a 9 of Pentacles. So the best attitude to take is, yes, you are responsible for yourself. You are abundant. You can make things happen for yourself. You are independent, and you deserve to be independent. What a fantastic sense of self-empowerment you have here, Cancer, all the way around. It's beautiful. And in your outcome, you have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords talks about perhaps you're dealing with some people, some lawyers or some accountants or people like that, and you may be challenging them. So perhaps there's a decision which comes down from the top and you don't quite agree with it, and you're going to go in with an attitude that You have nothing to lose by defending yourself or by going against this decision here. And it's looking pretty strong. Look at this forceful character. He's going against the wind. You see how the wind is blowing one way and the knight is charging into it the other way, saying, wait a minute, I'm going to fight this. I'll fight all of you if I have to. But this is a good feeling. It's a feeling of victory. It's not a fear. I'm not feeling that you're intimidated by this at all, Cancer. I'm feeling like you're in a space where you just want to bring it. And that's backed up by this Fool card here, this energy you have here, the Knight of Wands here, which is also a very powerful card. You've got Independence here. It looks like there's some kind of payout or abundance coming to you, and what a great way to go. But let's have a look and find out a little bit more about this. So the Fool card is the Fool. 0. I don't think he needs any clarification. That looks like this is where you're at the moment. So let's have a look. Why is the 6 of Pentacles here for Cancer? Why is the 6 of Pentacles here for Cancer in the challenge position for the second half of April 2019? And you have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so it's more choice. As I said, you'll need to decide where to allocate your resources here, and you've got a lot of choices there, but they're good choices. This always reminds me of the football coach whose players are all playing so well, and the coach needs to decide who to put in the team and leave out of the team. It's one of those kind of things, but this is looking very abundant. Okay, so why is the Knight of Wands here in the hopes and fears position? So what is Cancer hoping for? Please clarify the Knight of Wands here for Cancer. And he has the Lovers. Okay, so the Lovers is a card of choice. It's a card of independence, and it's about respecting others' independence. Now, this is actually feeling like you want to be in the right space here. Everything's falling into place for you now, and you have been thinking about a passionate relationship, and you want it to get stronger, I'm feeling. So perhaps you've just met someone and there's a really nice bond, a really good feeling between you, and it's at the forefront of your mind, and you are really hoping that you and this person can develop together. And there's plenty of fire in this relationship. Perhaps you might be a little worried that you may run out of fire, or that you may run out of ideas to keep the spark in this relationship. But I think that's just a worry. I think it's feeling pretty good. And if you maintain this sense of independence, that you can basically stand on your own and be happy on your own anyway, then I think this relationship will take care of itself. Let's have a look at, see, please clarify the 9 of Pentacles in the best attitude position. So we know that you are feeling pretty good, and the best attitude to take is that things are good for you. Abundant, self-assured, perhaps self-employed. If you've started your own business, this is probably a good time to start it right now. Go into some financial venture or some investment that you're feeling okay about. It's clarified by the King of Wands. Okay, so the King of Wands is quite a fiery, brave energy, likes to start new things. And because this is in your best attitude position, be confident that you can go ahead and invest and start something, perhaps something creative as well. You've got the experience now. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You're the king. Okay, and so what I'm feeling here is that you are independent, you are the king, you are, this just feels so good, Cancer. Let's have a look, find out what's this Knight of Swords about. Why is the Knight of Swords here for Cancer? There's a Knight of Swords here for Cancer in the outcome position for the second half of April. And you have the 4 of Cups. Okay, so the 4 of Cups here talks about opportunities and looking for opportunities. I'm thinking there are opportunities out there. They might be a bit out of left field, so something a bit strange that you wouldn't normally do. You may be offered some job or some involvement in something which is not everyone's cup of tea, but there is a tribe involved, and so there's some kind of unconventional thing, job or a project or something that most people don't really get involved in, and I'm feeling that you might get an offer here to be involved in that somehow, and it could have to do with an air sign, so Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and it could be quite an energetic sort of a role, some kind of protest or not protesting, something to do with words perhaps. So there's opportunities to do with words I'm seeing. So an opportunity to write perhaps music or songs, to be involved in a tribe like that where you may need to put some things in writing or to help develop some kind of a program. You'll know if that's resonating for you, that's for you, Cancer. But look, it's looking like a really good reading here. I'm so happy that I'm getting such a liberated feeling from this. I really hope this resonates for you. Please let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, of course, to my channel. And thank you for watching. I'll hopefully talk to you in a couple of weeks.